everyone, my name is Sarah. This is Mother Goose Knits, my podcast where I talk about knitting, spinning, and sometimes quilting. Today I have a little short update on my Rhinebeck haul. I don't know if I can really call it a haul. It's kind of small. But I did end up going to Rhinebeck. I am from the Hudson Valley originally, in Kingston specifically, so it was kind of a drive to go out there, but we stayed with family, and my son's birthday was on the 20th, so we went to see family and celebrated his birthday in Schenectady, and that was nice. So it was like a family trip / fiber festival weekend. Now, the last time I went to a fiber festival was the Western New York Fiber Festival, and my middle child, my youngest daughter, got sick, and we ended up having to leave. And pretty much the same thing happened this time. She was sick as soon as we arrived. So what ended up happening was we got to Schenectady on Wednesday. Then Thursday and Friday we stayed there. Then on Saturday, it was just me and the baby that went out to Rhinebeck because he's nursing, so he had to come with me. So it was just me and him, and I think that was probably a good thing at the end of the day because it was rainy, and I don't think anybody was actually super interested in seeing yarn and stuff. I mean, there's a lot more than yarn. There was a lot of crafty things that you could look at in animals, but I think overall it was nice for me to have a little mini vacation and go shopping, and I had a great time. I did not go to Woolen Folk on Friday. I never even heard of it until a few weeks ago, and I saw it pop up on Instagram, but I guess I'm glad I didn't go to that. It didn't sound like it went very well, and I'm so sorry to hear that to anybody who went and all the vendors. It sounded like a nightmare, but that's not what we're talking about today. Talking about the haul, my mini haul. First of all, camisole number 4. That's what I'm wearing. I showed this last time. It was a finished object, and I'm really happy with it. It is a beautiful day out today, so I figured I should wear my tank top for the first time. I obviously intended on getting this done in the summer. That didn't happen, but today's the perfect day to wear it. So anyway, I went to 2 places to buy yarn on my little trip. New York Sheep and Wool, obviously, but I only went on Saturday to New York Sheep and Wool. We spent about 4 hours. My feet were so tired by the end, pushing the stroller around. But I did all the shopping that I wanted to get done on Saturday. So on Sunday, I met up with my brother and my dad, and we went to brunch in Kingston. We went to Sissy's Cafe. And then on the way back to Schenectady, I stopped in at the Perfect Blend tea and yarn shop. And so I purchased some yarn there as well. Which is funny because I remember the only other time I've been into a Perfect Blend was when it first opened, and it was mostly a tea shop. There was just some yarn in the back, but I remember the lady was so nice because I don't know if he was my boyfriend at the time or my husband now, was coughing, and so she made him like a custom blend tea bag to drink. It was so nice. So I was happy to see that the yarn shop was still open and doing really well, so that was exciting. Anyway, I'm getting off track. Rhinebeck. First thing I got at Rhinebeck, at the Yarn Kuga tent, which was one of the tents that was outside, I got 2 large skeins of the superfine alpaca. Yep, 100% superfine alpaca, natural color. And it's a 2-ply. Well, I don't know what they call this, but there's a thicker, dark ply and then a thinner gray ply. So I thought it looked beautiful. It's very soft. Now, I'm using the table that I have the tripod on, and that's not a good idea. Now, when I first went into the booth, I saw this because I really wasn't sure what I wanted to buy. I was looking for yarn for several projects, including a Jennifer Steingass, the Goldwing, and they had a nice yellow at, I think, the booth next door. But then I saw that she had this booth had mohair, and I've never used mohair before, so I picked this up in gray. This is 72% superfine kid mohair, brushed, and 28% cultivated silk, hand dyed. So I picked this up first, and a very nice lady helped me decide if I should buy one or two, because this one is 900 yards, 3.5 ounces. And I think that she figured that this should be enough for me to get a sweater if I left out the cuffs and if I didn't use mohair for the cuffs or the ribbing. And I thought that was a good point. So I got this. And then the lady in front of me in line had grabbed 2 of these and this. And I thought, okay, that would look good together, right? And I think the lady in front of me was going to do a ranunculus with the mohair and the alpaca together. But I just copied her, and I got 2 of these too, and 1 of these, and I will hold them together, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna make, but I'm excited about it. I'm having fun looking up all the different patterns that I can knit with this. I'm torn between something really simple, just to kind of highlight how beautiful the yarn is, or kind of a cabled, well, not cabled, it was like a lacework cardigan, maybe a few cables. Cables wouldn't show up super well with this, I don't think, but I don't know. I'm gonna take my time to decide, because this was a nice splurge for one sweater. I'm a budget knitter, so these were $35 each. So, you know, over $100 for a sweater. That's a lot for me. You know, for some people it's, for some people that might be a budget sweater. But anyway, there was that. I really wanted to get alpaca on this trip, so I'm happy I got alpaca right off the bat. Now, the second thing I bought was my Cassiopeia cardigan that I plan on doing as my holiday sweater. I'll try and insert a picture. I've been using different editing software, and I don't know how to insert a picture with it. So, you know. But that Cassiopeia cardigan is a green, a very Christmassy green, with just white starry color work on the waist. So I looked around and I found this Mountain View Coopworths. This is from Newbury, Vermont. Here, I'll show. Got their info there. It says hand dyed, 100% Coopworth wool, 3-ply worsted, 100 grams. It's about $20 for one skein, which I do think is a good deal for a hand dyed yarn like this. And I got 4 of these. Oh, by the way, this is the Yarn Huga card for the alpaca. This is their info. I got 4 of these because it is a cropped cardigan, and I think this green, variegated green color will be really nice. Very Christmassy. Yeah, I'm excited about this color. I'm not sure if I want to alternate skeins when knitting this, or if I should just, you know, to avoid pooling. I'm not sure. I'll have to knit a swatch, I guess, and just see how it goes. Now, that was it for New York Sheep and Wool. I looked around at spinning fiber. I wasn't super interested this time. I bought quite a bit of spinning fiber at the Western New York Fiber Festival, so I really wanted to focus on yarn this time. So that was all the yarn I got. Oh no, I lied. I got one more skein, and it's coming apart. The last skein I got, I decided I wanted to do a fun yarn. I wanted to just buy one skein that was kind of expensive. I believe this is $28. But I wanted to get a fun skein of hand dyed. So I got this. I loved the color. This is Cece's Wool. Dyed yarn from upstate New York. And this is 88% merino, 4% nylon, 8% Lorex. Yes, this is the Honeybee colorway. I love it. I think it's so beautiful. And I think I'm gonna knit the basic witch beanie. I'm trying to stick with free patterns lately. I was looking at the Oslo hat. I don't know. I want to knit a fingering weight beanie that's like double thick. And I was thinking about holding it together with this other lovely yarn that I picked up at the Perfect Blend knitting shop. I was thinking of holding it together with this Knitting for Olive mohair in the color Autumn. I think that would look really nice. I'm gonna see though. I would like a nice plush autumn beanie. Now, that takes care of my Rhinebeck haul. And moving on to a Perfect Blend. I got two of these. The Knitting for Olive soft silk mohair. I was really excited they had Knitting for Olive there. I've never ordered from them before. I've looked at it. They have so many really nice colors, so I was excited to see them all in person. Yeah, and I got some mohair. I also ended up getting two of these. This is Blue Sky Fibers Highland Fleece. It is a 2-ply worsted weight. I believe, yeah, natural color. It's 100% fine Highland wool. 50 gram skeins. I got two of these. And this is supposed to be the contrasting color for my Cassiopeia sweater. So I successfully got everything I needed for my holiday sweater, which I'll be casting on soon. I like that I have a plan for each thing that I bought. That makes me happy. So a hat with this and the mohair. Got my Cassiopeia sweater. And yeah, that's it. I do, however, have one whip that I want to show. And in my last podcast, I talked about how I wanted to use my hand spun really badly. I have this right here. My Pumpkin Patch BFL hand spun. I wanted to use this because it's such perfect fall colors, and I wanted to, you know, use it before it started feeling like Christmassy time, you know? He got sick too, so he doesn't feel good. Oh, okay, back here, back up here. And the night before I left for our trip, I came across some inspiration. I saw the arboreal Arboreal. I can't pronounce it. The Arboreal sweater by Jennifer Steingass. And I thought, you know what, that's perfect for my hand spun, because my hand spun is the color of fall leaves. So I cast this on and knit this on the way. I call this my road to Rhinebeck sweater because I was knitting this the whole way. And partially on the way back. There it is. Yeah, this hand spun, the colors perfectly match the foliage as we were driving over there. It was so nice. I loved looking out the window and seeing all the colors, and then like knitting on my little colorwork sweater. And oh, it's getting windy. There it is. Now I'm knitting this with my hand spun and Cascade 220 in doeskin heather. And I purchased the doeskin heather to try and do the heritage sweater by Woodlands Knits, but I didn't like how that was swatching. So I just thought, hey, I'll use it for this sweater, and I think it works out really nicely. I don't think that I would have chosen this background color if I had like pre-planned this project and planned on buying the yarn to go with it. I just kind of decided, hey, I'll use it because I bought this sweater quantity and I'm not using it for the original project anymore. And I really like how it turned out. I think it looks nice. I think it's kind of like, it's just this grayish, brownish, in-between color. And I think it shows off this nicely, while also being an interesting color on its own. So I thought it looks very autumnal, so I'm very excited. I'm almost done with the yoke. I have 6 more rows of color work left. And I just finished my first skein of hand spun. So I think I can get away with just using this mini skein to finish off the color work. And then I'll have a whole skein left to do something else with. But this knit up very quickly for me. It's a worsted weight pattern, and I really enjoy color work, so it was really a joy to knit on this. And I can't wait to start dividing for sleeves. Well, that is it. That's my Rhinebeck haul and my Saugerties haul. I had a great time. I hope you all had a great time. I didn't get much footage from there. I recognized a couple of social media people that I follow regularly. I didn't say hi to anybody, but it was kind of fun seeing people. Yeah, I enjoyed my time there, and I hope you guys did too. And thank you for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.